Hello and welcome to our third game of the bowl season here in our FCS Dynasty in NCAA Football 2006. Right now we got a 7-5 San Diego Torero team taking on a 6-6 North Dakota State Bison team in the Holiday Bowl. Let's take a look at the Toreros first. Daryl Ballard, 2,807 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. He's had a rough season. The offensive line has really let him down. But Robbie Ballard has been fantastic running the football, and nobody else has really done anything. 1,764 yards on the ground, 15 touchdowns, 16 20-plus yard runs, 91 broken tackles, only one fumble on the season for Robbie Ballard. He's been a monster. Demetrius George, over 1,000 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns. Doug Lay having a great year as well with 9 touchdowns. On defense, Dylan Tong, 69 tackles, 11 for a loss at the strong safety spot. Luke Moss leads the team in tackles for a loss with 16. DJ Payne leads the team in sacks with 6 at defensive tackle. And Dylan Tong leads the team in interceptions with 5. Jesse Jackson has 6 forced fumbles, not bad for a cornerback. Bunch of fumbles recovered on the season. This defense has been really solid so far for the Toreros, and they're only going to get better here in year 2 coming up. On to North Dakota State. Calvin Jasper Jr. leads the way at quarterback. Just under 2,000 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. He also has 666 yards on the ground with 6 touchdowns. So many sixes. Zoomer's speed, only 60 carries, 926 yards, 15.4 yard average, 12 touchdowns. Those are like receiving numbers. That's crazy. 17 20-plus yard runs. Calvin Jasper Jr. with 14 20-plus yard runs. He, of course, had one of the top plays of the entire season, juking in and out of traffic, breaking loose for a big-time touchdown a few weeks back. Offensive line, Jake Harlow has been awful at left tackle, 13 sacks allowed, and Anders Harladay has allowed 8 sacks. Those are the subscriber players on offense. Let's take a look at the defense. Austin Bracey, 63 tackles, 14 for a loss. He's got 2 sacks, 3 picks. I think he actually leads the team in interceptions with 3. Nope, Oliver Vincent has 5. Austin Bracey, I believe, had all 3 of those interceptions in one game, if I'm not mistaken. It's been such a long season, and we had a big layoff there after week 12, so forgive me if my memory is a bit foggy. 5 defensive touchdowns this season. Marunde with 2. Bracey with 1. Toka Nanakok and Oliver Vincent each have 1. John Long, 10 of 11 for field goals this year. He's been the best kicker in the Dynasty. Zoomer Speed, 4 kick returns for touchdowns, over 1,200 return yards. Oliver Vincent over 1,000 yards and 3 touchdowns. Special Teams of North Dakota State has carried them in quite a few games this year, and Zoomer Speed's been a huge part of that. Vincent also has a punt return for a touchdown as well. Let's take a look at the Toreros' schedule. They lost their first 2 games. They lost to Hawaii and San Diego State. Then they won 2 straight against Northern Arizona and Eastern Washington. And Cal Poly whooped them by 20. They lost to Navy by 2 touchdowns. They shut out Southern Utah 24-0. Then they beat UC Davis 21-7. And they beat Portland State. And then they beat Idaho State. And their little win streak came to an end as they lost 58-17 to Fresno State, who is in the national championship game. And then they beat Sacramento State in rivalry week. And let's take a look at the Bison schedule. Colorado State thumped them 56-17. Then they beat James Madison in a shootout. Rice destroyed them. Their quarterback was unstoppable. Then they beat Southeastern 94-24. Beat them by 70 points. That's crazy. And they beat Nicholls State and Western Carolina. They won 3 straight right there. Then they lost 2 straight. 1 to VMI and another to Furman. And then they traded wins and losses here, beating McNeese State, losing to the Jackrabbits, beating Sam Houston State, and losing to Bryant, leading up to this ball game. San Diego will receive the opening kickoff. This is a full broadcast game, and I hope you guys have snacks and drinks, because we're about to get busy. Bison kicking it off. And back deep to return. is Doug Lay. And he's going to return this one up to about the 26 or 7-yard line, but there is a flag for clipping. So the Toreros not starting off too great here. They will start their first drive at their own 13-yard line. Terrible field position. But good thing for them, the Bison do not have the best defense in the country, so it shouldn't be too difficult for them today. Fullback dive up the middle here. The non-subscriber fullback gets a nice run. Maybe 5 or 6 yards. They give him 5. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. Now for the pick'em in the Discord community, 13 votes went to San Diego. 9 went to North Dakota State. So the majority are picking the Toreros to win today. There's a lot more faith in the Bison today than there was in UNLV yesterday, which was very shocking to me. 3rd down and 10 for the Toreros here at their own 13-yard line. Ballard is going to be sacked. This has been a big issue all season long. That is Allen's 2nd sack of the year. And Ballard again gets planted on the ground. They only sent 3 players, and Robbie Ballard was even in there to block for him, and it still didn't work out for the Toreros. Terrible. They're going to punt the football away here, and we will see the Bison offense. So the Toreros go 3 and out on their first drive. They looked very unimpressive. We did not see Robbie Ballard touch the ball at all. And here's Oliver Vincent on the punt return, breaking a tackle, gets up to the 44-yard line. And the offense for North Dakota State coming on out. Kelvin Jasper Jr. under center. Starting halfback is now Zoomer Speed. Token Nanakok is the backup. Cameron May at fullback. They are in the I formation. They'll hand it off to Speed, and he'll only get a yard on that carry. That'll give him 9.27 on the season. At wide receiver is Ryan Irwindowski. His brother, Reinhardt, plays for South Dakota State. At tight end is Max Hawthorne. Left tackle is Jake Harlow. And right tackle is Anders Harladay. Jasper taking a deep shot. Is caught. Fumble on the play, though. Inside the 5-yard line. Recovered by San Diego. Let's see who forced it on the replay. And they don't even show a replay. Unbelievable. I have no idea who forced that. We'll see it at the end of the game. But a clutch play, as the Bison would have been in great scoring position. Darrell to throw. Throws it out to Robbie. He's taken down at the 1-yard line. Dangerous pass. Austin Bracey gets the tackle for a loss. His 15th on the season and 64th tackle overall. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 from the 1.5-yard line. They'll call it the 2. Goal line formation for the Toreros. And they're going to throw it out of goal line. That pass goes nowhere. And San Diego looks confused and just lost right now in this first quarter. That is going to bring up 3rd down and 12. And they're going to come out in the same formation. Goal line set. They send the fullback in motion up at the top of the screen. And they're going to throw it out of this formation again. In the end zone is Ballard, and he's going to get the 1st down and more. What a huge pickup out of the backfield for Robbie Ballard. My goodness. It's his 11th catch on the season. And that gets him up to 175 yards receiving for the year with 2 touchdowns. So a very lucky pass right there. Nobody was out in coverage in the flats for some reason. And the Toreros catch a break. And they're going to keep throwing it with Darrell. Out to the fullback, incomplete. And I really don't know why they're not pounding the rock right now with Robbie Ballard against this very poor defense of North Dakota State. They've struggled all season to stop the run and really to stop the pass too. And they will run it here, and they go nowhere. Robbie Ballard picks up maybe a yard on the run. Not a good play. 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Toreros. Crowd getting behind the Bison right now. And Darrell will throw it. And he's got all day to throw. Deflected, almost intercepted. Deflected away originally by Oliver Vincent. And then hit by the safety. And Oliver Vincent almost intercepted it off of that deflection. The Bison get a stop. And they get the ball right back here. Oliver Vincent back deep to return. Looking for his second career punt return for a touchdown. And he's going to have to fair catch it here at his own 35-yard line. And again, we will see this offense take the field for the Bison. See if they can't get inside the 10-yard line without fumbling the football this time. And they're going to come out with two tight ends. And they hand off to Cameron May. He's breaking loose, gets the first down, runs a man over past the 50, and Cameron May outruns the entire defense for the touchdown. Wow. Oh my goodness. That was one of the most explosive runs I've ever seen for a fullback in my life. Fullbacks matter. He just completely trucked over that safety. What in the world? He outran everybody. That is crazy. Cameron May, have yourself a day, sir. That's his 9th touchdown run of the season. And that run gets him over 600 yards on the ground. I was not expecting him to, to score a touchdown on that. When I saw him break the tackle, I could have swore someone was going to catch him from behind, though. Man, especially with San Diego, their defense has been great this season, stopping the run. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but congratulations, North Dakota State on a huge run. And to take their early lead 7-0 over the Toreros. That run just blew me away right there. My goodness. Back deep to return. I can't remember who returns it. And it's Doug Lay, and he is going to get taken out at the 17-yard line. Not a good return. Probably should have just let it bounce to the back of the end zone. But what do I know? I've never played football in my life. 1st and 10. Darrell Ballard under center. Demetrius George at the bottom of your screen. He has been the go-to guy. He's been very clutch this season. Darrell going to throw it left side of the tight end. He'll pick up 2 yards. Nothing exciting on that play. Darrell Ballard closing in on 3,000 passing yards for the season. He needed 193 coming into this game to reach that milestone. And Kelvin Jasper Jr., his counterpart, needed 132 to reach 2,000 passing yards for the year. Quick pass to Robbie Ballard. He's going to get 6 yards. That's his 3rd catch of the game already. He's got 12 now on the season. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. The defense for North Dakota State looks like this. Defensive end, outside linebacker hybrid, Dio Langston. And the 2 middle linebackers, Austin Bracey and Zeke Marunde. Here is an interception. Zoomer Speed with the pick. Oh my goodness. Wow. The halfback out there making plays on defense. He sees Mason Smith doing it all the time for South Dakota State. And he says, why not? Why not me? Huge play, and San Diego is reeling right now. They are not looking so hot. North Dakota State in great field position, looking to score again. Jasper Jr. in the shotgun. Zoomer Speed next to him. High snap, and he's going to end up taking off here. Breaks a tackle, and he gets dragged down. And that is not going to be a sack. That was a designed run. Dylan Tong gets credit for the tackle for a loss. That's his 70th tackle on the year and 12th tackle for a loss altogether. He's also got 1 sack, 5 interceptions, 17 pass deflections, and 4 forced fumbles this season. And he is the strong safety for the Toreros defense. Jasper rolling way out to the right, connects to Max Hawthorne on the reception there, the tight end with his 24th catch on the year. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. The defense for San Diego looks like this. At defensive tackle, DJ Payne. At defensive end, Boom Johnson. 2 middle linebackers, Luke Moss and Rob Roy. At cornerback is Isaac Price. And strong safety is Dylan Tong. Jasper going to take off up the middle. He's dragged down at the 25-yard line. DJ Payne gets the tackle. That's his 30th of the year. And the Bison will send on John Long for the field goal. He's 10 of 11 on the season. The best kicker on our subscriber teams. The kick is up, and it is good. Make him 11 of 12 on the year now. And that'll give North Dakota State a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter as the Toreros are looking for answers on offense. They need a nice return here from Doug Lay or Demetrius George. Either or, it don't matter. Just something positive to go their way. So far, the pick'em in the Discord community is looking like it's wrong. Just saying, guys, San Diego's not looking so hot right now. And Doug Lay's going to take it out from 4 yards deep. Oh, my goodness. Breaks a tackle and gets up to the 23-yard line. Decent return for Doug Lay, who does not have a kick return for a touchdown all year. He does have one punt return for a score, though, and that gives him 10 total touchdowns on the season. Ballard under center as the Toreros wear their baby blue pants. Robbie up the middle, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up maybe 6 yards up the gut. It's going to get him over 1,775 yards rushing this year. It'll be nice to see him get to 1,800. Second down and 5. And Ballard breaks a tackle, hurdles, gets close to the marker. It looked like it's going to be dropped for a loss of 3 or 4. But a great second effort from their offensive MVP, Robbie Ballard. Third down and 1. I'm expecting another run here for Robbie. And they'll give it off to him. First down and more, still going. Breaking tackles up past the 40-yard line. And he's got 20 yards on 4 carries. Good for a 5-yard average today. And that might be the final play of the first quarter. Not sure if they'll get this play off or not, and they will not. That'll end the first quarter. North Dakota State on top, 10-0 over the San Diego Toreros in the Holiday Bowl. Pacific Life, that is. First down and 10. Ballard in the backfield. And they're going to hand it off. No, it's play action deal. Langston comes through unblocked for the sack. That is his 6th sack of the year. 2nd sack for the defense today. And I feel so bad for Taylor Ballard. He's been sacked so many times this year. And it's really reminded me of David Carr, his rookie season for the Texans. It's just not pretty. Second down and 16 now after the sack. Ballard to throw. Over the middle, caught by Rob Roy, the big old middle linebacker out there playing some tight end. He's got a handful of catches this season, filling in for the tight end that was injured for a few weeks. And that's going to bring up third down and 5. Nice 10-yard reception for Mr. Rob Roy. 2 of 5 already on third down conversions. A lot of third down attempts. Ballard to throw it again. All day to throw it. Winds up, and he's going to connect with Doug Lay. He's taken down short, but there is a face mask, and that is going to give them the first down. Zoomer Speed makes the mistake. And Slovakia Griffith, the head coach, not happy. This is his final game at the helm for North Dakota State. Colin Northrup is going to be taking over this program for year 2. So we bid farewell to Slovakia Griffith. He's going to go on to be an assistant coach for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And that is where he attended college as well. Darrell Ballard taking a deep shot towards the right sideline. Way out of bounds, intended for Demetrius George. Still looking for that big-time catch for the playmaker. Prime time George. He's got 43 catches, over 1,000 yards this year. 10 touchdowns. Nice little drive here for San Diego. Play action. Nice quick pass to the fullback. And he'll get maybe 2 or 3 yards. So I'm still waiting for a big play here from San Diego. They are 50% now on third down, so they're doing quite well in that regard. Single back set, one tight end at the bottom of the screen. Ballard under center. And he will throw it again. Quick pass, right side, and it's caught. No, he dropped it. Oh my goodness. He had it in his hands. Zoomer's speed hits him and forces the ball out. So Zoomer's speed playing lights out at cornerback today. Has an interception and now a nice play where he hits the ball out of the receiver's hands on a critical third down attempt. Toreros will punt the football here. Speed back deep, or actually no, I think it's Oliver Vincent. And that that punt was almost down inside the 5-yard line, just out of reach of the gunner. Bison back on offense. See what they got going here. High formation. Jasper under center. And they're going to go play action. And Jasper gets the pass off, but it's dropped by Cameron May. He does have 9 catches, over 200 yards on the season with 2 touchdowns. So he's pretty reliable when the Bison actually need to throw it to him. Just not on that play. Single back set, 2 tight ends, or 1 tight end, excuse me. Toss play, Zoomer Speed's got it. He's going to pull up and throw it. Jasper Jr.'s got it, but he's going to lose yards. I'm not sure if that was a forward pass or not. If it was, that was Zoomer Speed's second pass of the season. So he will be 2 for 2 if that counted. That'll make it 3rd down and 14 now for North Dakota State. Jasper Jr. to throw, and he's going to be dropped. DJ Payne brings the pain. His 7th sack of the year. And he just blows right by the right guard. That wasn't even fair. Oh my goodness. That'll bring up 4th down and 18 at their own 12-yard line. San Diego needs something on offense here. They need a big play or maybe sustain a drive like they did previously on their last drive, but finish it out with some points. A field goal minimum. Back to return. Doug Late from his 41-yard line, and he will get it up to midfield, so a decent return for Doug. Darrell Ballard looking for his 25th touchdown pass of the year. He's only got 1 rushing touchdown this year as well, guys, so he's not really a running threat. He will chuck it here. Now he's going to be sacked. Zeke Marunde gets in there for the sack. His 4th of the season. My goodness. I don't even think they're blocking these guys anymore. It's very interesting on the Bison defense because Dio Langston is a defensive end on the roster, but I did formation subs, so he plays defensive end and standing linebacker. Like on this play, he was defensive end. There's a fumble, and it's recovered by San Diego. Huge break right there. But then Zeke Marunde lines up at defensive end as well sometimes, and once in a while at defensive tackle. And Austin Bracey, he's all over the place as well. So it's really fun watching this defense. And of course, they have Toka Nanakoke out there playing some linebacker or corner sometimes, and Zoomer Speed is the number 2 corner on the roster behind Oliver Vincent. Here is a pass deep downfield and dropped by San Diego. Oh my goodness. They can't catch a pass, they can't catch a break, and they probably couldn't catch a cold. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. Man, perfect passes. 3 plays in a row. I mean, not the sack. I'm counting the pass on the last drive on 3rd down that was dropped. His receivers are not helping him. Fair catch. Not sure who that is. That is a free safety for North Dakota State. I'm not sure why he's returning. Oliver Vincent might have been injured. Hopefully not. He is a fantastic player to watch, even though he's a non-subscriber. Big set for North Dakota State. 3 running backs in the backfield, and they're going to get taken down for a big loss here. I don't even know what happened. Oh my goodness. Boone Johnson walks in there unblocked and takes down Kevin Jasper Jr. for a 5-yard loss. I'm assuming that was a designed run. If it wasn't, and that was a sack, that would be Boone Johnson's 4th sack of the year. But either way, that's a 7th tackle for loss. High snap for Jasper, and that throws off the timing of the play. That pass incomplete, intended for Ryan Erwindowski. Still looking for his 24th catch on the year. He needs 20 more yards to get to 600 yards receiving for the season. They're down to 15. Jasper, pressured. He's sacked again. Boom Johnson lays the wood to him. Oh my goodness. And that was at the 1 yard line. So close to being a safety. That'll bring up 4th down and 20 as San Diego's defense comes alive here in the second quarter. And we are now under 2 minutes to play in the first half as San Diego calls a timeout. Plenty of time for them to get on the board here in the first half still. John Long to punt the football away. San Diego looks like they might send a blitz here, try to block it. And they actually hold back. And this is a very high punt to the 45-yard line. Doug Lay will get it up to the 44-yard line of North Dakota State. Can Darrell Ballard get some help from his receivers today? He hasn't really targeted the subscriber receivers, which is very surprising because they've been really good for them this season. They will throw it again, pressured, and there's a nice reception up the middle. And there's, oh my goodness, it's going to be called back. Holding on Morales. And that'll make it 1st down and 20. Dan Fouts unhappy. This is also his final game. So we got a final game matchup here for both these head coaches. Toke and Nanacoke, or not Toke and Nanacoke, oh my goodness. Slovakia Griffith, another cool name, will be leaving North Dakota State to join Mississippi State's coaching staff. Dan Fouts will be pursuing other opportunities. And here is a reception for Demetrius George. He's going to go nowhere, though. 10 of 17 today, 40 yards for Darrell Ballard. Our new head coach for the San Diego Toreros is going to be Jack Brown. He is in the Discord. Comes over from the SFL, along with Colin Northrup, the new head coach of North Dakota State. And here's play action over the middle, caught. Finally a reception that goes for positive yards. That's an 11-yard pickup. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. A minute left in this half. And still no points for San Diego. I do not think North Dakota State has had a shutout in any half this season. Maybe against Southeastern when they beat them by 70. I'm not sure. Ballard again. Oh, that pass looked like it was way in front of the receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9. Very unfortunate for the Toreros. They're going to punt the football away again. Webb with his 5th punt of the half. A nice high kick up towards the end zone. It's fair caught at the 10-yard line, and Oliver Vincent is still not in there on punt returns. That is very concerning if you're a North Dakota State fan. Jasper under center, and they'll hand it off. Zoomer Speed taken down, almost fumbles the football, and there's a clipping call. Oh my goodness. They're going to decline it, though, and make it 2nd down and 12 instead of 1st and 15. Zoomer Speed holds on to the football there. He's only got 2 fumbles on the season. He's been very good holding on to it this year. And it looks like they're just going to run the clock out here and go into the half with a 10-point lead and a shutout. I guess they just run this clock out. Go option play, and Jasper goes nowhere. And that will most likely be the end of the first half. I don't think San Diego's been shut out in a half this season either, so this is pretty crazy. I know their defense is doing really good this year. They had a couple of half shutouts. And that will be the end of the first half, folks. North Dakota State on top of San Diego 10-0 as they look for their 7th win on the season. And that winning season, that would be fantastic for North Dakota State. They really had a lot of rough games this year. And it would be great for them to finish it off with a bowl victory here in year one. San Diego, of course, already has a winning season. Doesn't matter if they lose here today or not. They will remain having a winning season. North Dakota State on to return the third quarter kickoff. Back deep to return, Zoomer speed. He'll have it from the 1 yard line. And he's going to go up the right sideline. Still going. Zoomer speed in the open field. And he's going to take this one the distance. Touchdown, North Dakota State. His 5th kick return for a touchdown of the year. Wow. 99-yard return. North Dakota State now with a 17-point lead pending the extra point. Oh my goodness. That is Zoomer Speed's 20th touchdown of the year. And San Diego needs to answer back quick. 17-0, folks. 9 seconds in to the third quarter. Man. I think it's the best North Dakota State's performed in quite a while. Of course, they did beat Sam Houston State pretty well. But their defense has never performed this good before. And back deep to return, Demetrius George, Doug Lay. And Lay will have it from his own 1 yard line. And he gets dropped quickly at his own 19. And we're going to see the Ballard brothers come back in on offense and see if they can't get something working for them. Only 61 yards of offense. North Dakota State only has 30 more. But they've just had bigger plays like that kick return for a touchdown just now. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set for Darrell Ballard. He's going to throw it quick, right side, almost picked off. Not a good throw intended for Demetrius George. Not sure what Ballard saw on that play, but he was not open at all. Still another 31 minutes left in the video, guys. And here's a nice deep pass. Overthrows his target, though. Rob Roy out there playing some tight end again. But just a bit overthrown on that pass. 3 of 9 on third down conversions. They were 3 of 6. So 3 straight they have not got. Third down and 10, though. Quick pass again. It's caught. Still going. And up to the 41-yard line. Oliver Vincent gets torched by the non-subscriber wide receiver. Great throw here from Darrell Ballard. My goodness. I'm surprised that Oliver Vincent didn't force the fumble, actually. But the Toreros finally getting a positive play on offense. Now they just got to make it count and get in the end zone here. Close the gap. That's 41-yard line of North Dakota State. 4 wide receivers set. And they're going to go play action again here. Darrell, quick pass over the middle. I don't know who that was to. There was an offensive lineman in the area as well. They're lucky they didn't get called for ineligible receiver downfield. That'll bring up second down and 10. Single back set again. Ballard under center. He's going to throw it again. Pressured immediately. It's intercepted. Oh my goodness. Who was it? That is... That's the strong safety coming away with the pick. Another non-subscriber player making an impact. And he didn't have to throw that ball. The receiver was not open. And Darrell continues to target the non-subscriber players, and that's really coming back to bite him in the backside. Well, Bison take over at the 34-yard line. Pretty good field position as they look to enlarge their lead even more. Shotgun set, Zoomer speed back there. Jasper going to take off, and he's going to actually drop for a loss of 1 on the play. Not a very well-designed play at all. Jasper Jr. with negative 15 yards rushing today. That's unfortunate. And that's going to bring up second down and 11 for the Bison. Still waiting for Max Hawthorne. He's got 1 catch. I'd like to see him more. Zoomer's speed drop for a big loss. Boom Johnson with his 14th tackle of the year. And they actually did give him credit for a sack earlier, so he has 5 on the year now. 2 today. And that was a huge loss of 5 for Zoomer's speed. Only 3 attempts on third down today. It's 3rd and 16 for an option attack offense. Jasper to throw. Picked off. That was not a good pass. Oh, my. And who has it? The nickel cornerback comes through. Another non-subscriber player making a play for his team. And that was just too easy. I'm not even sure who that was to. There was 4 receivers in that vicinity, and none of them even looked like they saw the football in the air. So Jasper now, that was his 20th interception of the season. Ballard has 30 now, I believe. And he'll probably end up throwing it again here. Play action to throw. Ballard over the middle. Nice completion this time. Across the middle of the field. And that'll pick up 9 yards. 2nd down and short upcoming for the Toreros. They need to punch it in here because time is ticking away. 2 tight ends set. Robbie Ballard up the middle, carrying a defender. He'll get the 1st down and more, picking up probably about 7 yards. So a nice run for him as they inch ever closer to the end zone. And they will come out in an I formation set. And they'll toss it out. Ballard has it. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Zoomer's speed coming up. Untackle for a loss. My goodness. He's such an important player on this team. He does everything. Special teams, defense, and of course, lights it up on offense. 2nd down and 14 now. Darrell to throw. Quick pass right side. Demetrius George has the screen in the open field inside the 10. 5 down at the 3-yard line. His best play of the day. And that is his 45th catch on the season. And that'll give him a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, the 2.5. I'm expecting a Robbie Ballard run up the middle here. Other than Darrell's 2 interceptions and a bunch of drops, he's played quite well today. Ballard to throw, almost picked off by Zoomer speed again. My goodness. He has had some questionable throws though. Second down and goal. 1 tight end at the top of the screen. And Ballard's going to throw the football. Pressure wide open for the touchdown. It's the non-subscriber tight end. Perfect play. Zoomer speed got there, but a little too late. Stay tuned for our games tomorrow as we will start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our triple header. We've got UC Davis taking on 18th ranked Akron in the Sun Bowl. And then at 7, we've got South Dakota State taking on the Grambling Tigers in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. South Dakota State ranked 21st in the country. And at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 5th ranked Savannah State Tigers will be taking on the Princeton Tigers in the Gator Bowl, or rebranded, as I like to say, as the Tiger Bowl. That'll be a fun one. That'll be our triple header for tomorrow night. No full broadcast games. But then, after that, there will be, on the 24th, Cal Poly will be taking on Jacksonville at 8 o'clock. That's a full broadcast. On the 25th, number 9 Dayton will be taking on number 24 VMI in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. That is also a full broadcast game. The Cal Poly and Jacksonville game is the Sugar Bowl, of course. And on the 26th, number 1 ranked Bryant will be taking on number 2 ranked Fresno State in the Rose Bowl National Championship game, 8 o'clock. That is a condensed game. This is going to be a fantastic week. I'm excited. I'm kind of sad that year 1's ending, but I'm really excited to have an intake of a bunch of new recruits. And I am really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of work, editing all the players and getting them the way that you guys want them. But it's all going to be worth it. To hear your player's name called, there's really nothing better than that. And here's Jasper. Throw again here. He's picked off again. And he's going to return this. Still going, breaking a tackle inside the 30-yard line. A couple questionable throws today from Kelvin Jasper Jr. That's his 21st interception of the season. That was awful. I don't know what he was thinking. Let's take another look here, see what he's looking at. And that's triple coverage. You cannot make that throw. If you're going to throw it to that side, at least toss it up about 15 yards farther downfield to your big tight end, Max Hawthorne, and he'll actually give you a shot at making a reception on that play. First down and 10 for the Toreros. They're looking to get back in this game. Robbie Ballard goes nowhere, maybe a yard at best on that play. As we're winding down the third quarter. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the full broadcast games. We've got 2 more left in the season, and they're going to be some good ones. Ballard rolling around, takes off. No, he throws it to the left side of the field. Doug Lay with a reception. That is his 39th catch of the year, and that'll get him to 780 yards receiving with 9 touchdowns. 4 of 10 on third down conversions. This is a short one, 3rd and 2. I formation, 2 tight ends set for San Diego. And they're going to hand it off. Robbie Ballard, he's got the first down. Austin Bracey makes the tackle. His 65th of the season. They bring a 1st and 10 from the 15. San Diego inside the red zone, looking to make it a 1-score game again. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. 1 to the top. They'll go play action. Pass over the middle, caught. And who is it? It's Doug Lay for the touchdown reception. His 10th of the season. He ties Demetrius George. And that was a perfectly run route. And an even better pass. My goodness. That was beautiful. Great throw, Darrell. That is your 25th touchdown pass of the season. And he's closing in on 3,000 passing yards. He's very close right now. I don't have the exact number yet, but I will when they show his stats again. 17-14. Bison still on top, though, with 1:28 left in the third quarter. North Dakota State should probably just run the rock right now. Maybe get your fullback involved again. You haven't given him the football since that huge touchdown run, which was probably the best play of the game so far. That was an awesome run for the big guy. Looking like Mike Allstott out there. Maybe a little bit of Larry Zonka. Not as slow as Zonka. And the kick is to Oliver Vincent. He's going to return it up to the 23-yard line. Pretty good return, I guess. Anything past the 20 is good, if you think about it. Some extra yardage for your offense. 169 yards of offense for San Diego. Only 89 from North Dakota State, but they are in the lead, and that is the only thing that matters. Zoomer speed breaks to the outside. Caught by Price. And that will be Price's 40th tackle this year. Not bad for a corner. All Speed had to do was juke him out, and he was gone. He's too fast. And Jasper hands off to Speed again. He's going to be dropped for a loss. And that is DJ Payne on the tackle for a loss. And I think that's his 14th of the year. He's been a menace at defensive tackle for the squad. North Dakota State has yet to convert on third downs. They are 0 for 4. And they're going to throw it here. Quick pass over the middle, almost picked off. Wow, terrible decision. Jasper, 2 of 7, 45 yards, 2 interceptions. Terrible. Darrell Ballard needs 43 more passing yards to reach 3,000 on the season. He will most likely get it here in the fourth quarter, most likely. Doug Lay back to return. And return from the 33 up to about the 40-yard line. Not a bad return. And we're going to see Darrell Ballard yet again here. Come on, baby. Keep that momentum going. I really don't care who wins. I just want to see a great game. And I think if San Diego scores right here, it's going to be a fantastic finish. Here's a nice run for Robbie Ballard. Picks up 12 yards and a first down. And that is going to get Robbie up to 1,800 rushing yards for the season. Big milestone for the big guy. Probably the final play of the third quarter. Robbie, they try to throw it again with the halfback. That's not going to be the final play of the quarter. I don't know why they keep trying to do the toss pass, because it doesn't work that well. Unless you're doing it against my defense, or, you know, it's going to work almost every time. 2nd down and 10. And they'll hand it off. Robbie's dropped for a loss. That is Dio Langston with the TFL. And that's going to be the final play of the third quarter here at the Holiday Bowl. Get your 4s up, folks. Let me know in the chat who you're rooting for. I mean, unless you already did in the pick'em, then I already know who you're going for, and a bunch of you are about to be wrong. I'm just saying. Either 13 or 9-8. Ballard, quick pass. Demetrius George, nice catch at the 41-yard line. Zoomer Speed with another tackle today. And that will bring up 4th and 3. They're going to go for it looks like. Obviously not in field goal range. They do not have Sebastian Janikowski out there. 4th and 3. Ballard under center. Running the clock out a little here. He will throw it. Darrell, all day to throw over the middle. Wide open. Oh my goodness. That's Doug Lay. How did he get so wide open? Oh my goodness. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Blown coverage. Great play by Doug Lay, just sitting there in the middle of zones. And a fantastic pass, of course, from Darrell Ballard. Probably the biggest play of the game right there for San Diego. That'll make it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 2 tight ends set, I formation. And they'll go counter play. Robbie, right side, spins up inside the 5-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. So that was a 5-yard pickup as they inch ever closer to the end zone. Man in motion to the right side. That is the number 2 tight end. And they're going to hand it off again to Robbie, but he goes nowhere this time. Austin Bracey on the tackle for a loss. Not sure how many he has this game, but he came into the game with 14. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Huge play right now. And they're going to hand it off again. Robbie Ballard walks in for the go-ahead touchdown. With an extra point, they'll be up 4 points. That was amazing blocking on the right side. And one of the easiest touchdowns of Robbie Ballard's career. That is his 16th touchdown run of the year. That one was fantastic. And the extra point is up, and it is good. San Diego with a 4-point lead over North Dakota State, who has been struggling on offense quite a bit today. And there's 4:25 left in the ball game. Who wants it more? Does North Dakota State want that winning season? Does San Diego want their 8th victory of the year? Find out on our next episode of FCS Dynasty. And they kick it off. And back to return. Oliver Vincent will take it from his own end zone up to the middle of the field. He gets absolutely lit up. My goodness. At the 23-yard line. The Bison need a touchdown here. Field goal is not going to cut it. They are getting outgained in yards by quite a bit. And they'll hand it off to Cameron May again, up the middle, finally giving the fullback the ball again. He'll pick up 5 or 6 yards. And they actually only give him credit for 4. It looked like he got halfway to the first down marker. But what do I know? Apparently nothing. 2nd down and 6. Jasper hands to Speed. And he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards, getting closer to the marker. 3rd down and 3 from the 30. They have yet to complete a 3rd down conversion. Convert a 3rd down conversion, rather. Big set right now. I think they got 1 wide receiver on the field. Cameron May's got the carry, but he's going to be dropped a yard shy, and that is DJ Payne on the tackle. That'll make it 4th and 1, and I've got to expect a punt right now, and that's exactly what they're going to do. John Long is on for the punt. They're going to put some trust in their defense right now. Long punts it from the 20-yard line. He skyrockets this one all the way to the opposite 16. Doug Lay returns it for a decent gain up to the 27. Can the Toreros get a touchdown here and put this game out of reach late in the ball game? Or will they go 3 and out and end up giving North Dakota State a chance to take the lead? The choices. Fullback dive. The non-subscriber fullback picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards. I don't know why these teams in the subscriber versus subscriber games continue to feed the non-subscriber fullbacks. I don't get it. The only team that has a decent fullback that is not a subscriber player is South Dakota State. And they will hand off to Robbie Ballard. Breaks the tackle. He's got the 1st down and more up to the 41 or 42-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards today and 1 touchdown on 14 carries. Big time 1st down. They'll be able to run quite a bit more of this clock out. At least get it down towards a minute left in the ball game. North Dakota State needs to stop on this series right now. It starts with a great play on 1st down. Can they get one? Can they get a stop for a loss? Ballard running the clock out. Under 5 seconds on the play clock. Robbie gets the carry, and he'll only get 2 yards. Zeke Marunde on the tackle. Subscriber linebacker. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 as the clock will end up ticking under 2 minutes in the game. San Diego. Fullback and a halfback back there. 1 tight end set. They're going to get this all the way down to 48. 148 left. The fullback almost gets the 1st down. That'll be 3rd down and 2 now. Jet Christie is probably going crazy right now. He does not like fullbacks. And these teams just keep giving it to him. I love you, Jet. 3rd down and 2. Biggest play of the game. Robbie Ballard gets the carry. And he's got the 1st down. San Diego is going to run this clock out as much as possible now. He's doing some push-ups. 12 1st downs today for San Diego. Only 1 for North Dakota State. And they've got 17 points. Woof. They can still get the ball back, though. If they do get a stop on this series, it'll just be around 30 seconds left in the game. Robbie Ballard dropped, only picks up 2 yards as the Toreros continue to control the clock all game, heading towards 15 minutes time of possession. And North Dakota State saving that timeout for after this play or after the 3rd down play if they get there. Goal line set. 2 tight ends. Defense running the 4-3. Steele Nyson is in at defensive end, and this is going to be a tackle for only 2 yards. And North Dakota State calls a timeout. 1:04 left in the game. If they hold them here, they'll have about 35 or 40 seconds left to take their team down the field for the win. Consumer Speed gets player of the game. They're going to throw the football here. What are they doing? Incomplete. Oliver Vincent deflects it away. And that is a mind-boggling play call by head coach Dan Fouts. Oh my goodness. I don't know what they were thinking on that play. Just run the football. Now instead they're going to punt the football away. North Dakota State back with a safe return set up. And they will fair catch it. And that bounces through the back of the end zone. So a terrible play call leads to a punt for a touchback. And now North Dakota State, no timeouts left. Still an uphill battle for them. But they've got plenty of time, 55 seconds. Jasper Jr. in the shotgun, zoomer speed to his left. And he will play action, and he's going to be sacked. Oh no, it's not how they wanted the drive to start. He loses 6 yards as the cornerback. No, that's Dylan Tong coming through for the sack. My goodness, his second sack of the year. What a clutch play. And the clock is just tick, 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 tick. Oh my goodness, 40 seconds left. Jasper Jr. to throw. Deep downfield, wide open, it's caught by the non-subscriber receiver. He's going to take this all the way for the touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. And he strikes the Heisman pose. I don't even know your name, son, but that was glorious. North Dakota State is going to take the lead here. Wow. What a turn of events. Jasper Jr. with the best throw of his career over 3 defenders. Woo! Man, that was awesome. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're rooting for. That was an awesome play. 29 seconds left on the clock. Man, this crowd erupted. They take a 3-point lead. 29 seconds left. San Diego does have 3 timeouts remaining. Let's see if they can be great. Or if Kelvin Jasper Jr. just delivered the final blow to San Diego on the season. Man. That play was so awesome. My goodness. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I say my goodness quite a bit. And I'm okay with it. 29 seconds left in the ball game. John Long kicks it off. Demetrius George back to return. No, it's Doug Lay going to take it out from 3 yards deep and right up the middle to about the 24-yard line. So decent field position. Probably should have just downed it and saved their team 5 seconds, but they have 3 timeouts left. Darrell Ballard in there to throw the football. And he needs some big plays right now. Do not test Oliver Vincent. And he's going to throw it Oliver Vincent's way. Deflected away by Tahoka Nanako. Great play by the halfback slash corner slash linebacker. And, you know, he plays everywhere. That took 5 seconds off the clock. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. Crazy turn of events here at the Holiday Bowl. Of course, there's been plenty of classic Holiday Bowls throughout history. Ballard to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. Oh, my goodness. Who got him this time? Zeke Marunde getting in there for the sack. I think he already has one today, so that is his 2nd. That'll give him 5 on the season. Unless I'm completely wrong and that's his first one, then he'll have 4. Either way, big play Zeke with a big play. 7 of 15 on 3rd downs. They don't need a first down here. Just get some of it. Ballard to throw. He's hit as he throws it, and he connects with Demetrius George. And he does not get out of bounds. So he picks up 8 yards. They have 11 seconds left. It is 4th and 9. This is for the game. 113th in the country on 4th down conversions. That is pitiful. Ballard under center. 2 tight ends set. And he will throw it. Darrell to throw. Right side. Oh my goodness. What an unexciting finish from the Toreros. They throw it to the tight end, well short of the first down and out of bounds. Man, Dan Fouts, I don't know if he'll be missed in San Diego. So welcome, Jack Brown. Hopefully you do not make play calls like that, sir. North Dakota State is going to walk away with a Holiday Bowl victory over the San Diego Toreros. Both teams finish with 7 wins and 6 losses on the year. That is so crazy. So for the players in the Discord community, or the recruits in the Discord community as well, that picked North Dakota State to win. Here are your names. Here is your shine. Tom Schaefer picked the Bison to win. Chris Numa, J.W. Doyle, Link, Zoomer Speed, Marvin Joseph, head coach for the Jacksonville Dolphins, Noah Johns, Emmanuel Wise, and of course, quarterback Kelvin Jasper Jr. Slovakia Griffith goes out a winner, and Colin Northrup will have some big shoes to fill, as the head coach he is replacing has just won a bowl game. So, big time win for the Bison. They only really had, 2 drives where they did anything at all. Cameron May had the best play on offense, running the football for North Dakota State. Zoomer Speed was non-existent on offense. He was fantastic at corner today, though. And Kelvin Jasper Jr. delivered the best pass of his entire career tonight. 24-21 victory. Kelvin only 3 of 8, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And that gives him 17 touchdowns, 21 picks on the year. Obviously, he did not get to 2,000 yards passing. Man. Joey Hall, sophomore receiver, with the touchdown reception. Defense played fantastic today for North Dakota State. Lights out. A couple nice drives for San Diego, but not enough to really take the lead and sustain it. Speed interception, Alex Leak, safety, a bunch of pass deflections today, a forced fumble for Oliver Vinson. I am very impressed with how North Dakota State stayed in the game. They didn't panic at the end. Jasper Jr. so clutch on that touchdown pass. Bobby Ballard, 71 yards rushing today. That'll get him over 1,800 yards rushing for the season. Not a bad freshman year. 4 catches for Doug Lay, 4 for George, and 4 for Ballard. So that's going to give Ballard 13 on the year. Doug Lay will have 42, and Demetrius George finishes with 47 receptions on the season. Dylan Tong, 5 tackles, I believe that said. That'll give him 74 on the year. Did give Boone Johnson those 2 sacks, so that'll give him 5 on the season. He finished strong, that's for sure. Pass deflection for Rob Roy today. That was his 7th on the season. Scott Webb did not attempt a field goal today. Nothing crazy on special teams for San Diego as they drop to 7-6. North Dakota State wins the Holiday Bowl here in San Diego, California. Basically a home game for the Toreros, and they couldn't win it either way. So there is the trophy for North Dakota State. And of course, our next ball game, we have a triple header. Tomorrow, UC Davis is the first game. They'll be taking on 19th ranked Akron. I'll see you then. Take it easy.